22nd of May and it's snowing.
You're John. I'm Dave.
Muhammad Ali.
He's got a heart made of yellow barley straw.
I'm John.
I'm Dave.
And we're the hardware guys. I got lots of canoeing stories, but no, they're a very relaxing ride. You can see a lot more off a canoe than you can off of any motorboat of sorts. If you canoe down the creek or the river that we have here, you'll see beavers, baby beavers, mom and dad, birds that you've never heard before. It feels like you can hear. You're more sensitive. When you're quiet out on the water, it's almost like everything else is that much louder. Your realization of sounds around you is that much greater.
I've always found a canoe to be more in touch with nature, and when you sit in a canoe and you're gliding along the water, it seems almost surreal. It's very, very peaceful.
Bye.
One day wondering if I could paddle home from Penhold, and I looked in the atlas, found a route, and it wasn't much more than about a week after that I threw the idea by Chris, and he bit right away. We left Penhold on May the 3rd, and we're attempting to make it to Portage la Prairie, Manitoba. We're retracing the southern fur trade route in Canada here. This was the main route between Fort Normandeau and Fort La Reine. This trip comes at great expense to both of us. The canoe itself was a $5,000 venture.
It's 20 feet long. It's made out of Kevlar. It's fully outfitted with a spray deck. It's 82 pounds unloaded, and she'll run with 1,500 pounds of gear in it. We still got 8 inches of freeboard on the water. Without the canoe that we have, we wouldn't be here. Wouldn't be here now.
We've actually come across many names that we've paddled by: David Thompson, Peter Fiddler, Jack Palliser. This is actually a very common route for the south between the forts. If you were to start out, say, around, where could you get by? Well, I guess Fort Normandeau would take you straight to Lower Fort Garry, and from there the trades would go from Lower Fort Garry to Hudson's Bay. These were made for the voyageurs by their wives along the route. Yeah, I'm Métis myself. Yeah, Louis Riel is actually an uncle of mine. This is one of the original shirts that was time period clothing of the Voyageur. It was made for me by my mother, and when I was 15 years old. Still fits. Thanks, Mom. When we left Red Deer, or Penhold, we had 2 inches of snow the first day, 6 inches of snow the next, and then 1.5 feet the next after that. So it was that was different. It was the first time Chris and I have ever paddled a canoe in a total whiteout.
Did you get lost?
No. River only goes one way. We've seen everything from beavers to antelope to we had a bull snake try and get into our canoe. Incredible. We found incredible fossils and all sorts of marine life along the shores of Diefenbaker. We found abalone shells, oyster shells. Through the Badlands, all sorts of dinosaur bones and the likes. We have a picture of me holding a full dinosaur bone that we found inside Dinosaur Provincial Park. But being that is the provincial park, it has to stay there in where we found it, and it was put in exactly the same spot. So, preserve, protect, enhance. I'm usually a lean-to kind of guy, but I found that coming through some spots of Saskatchewan, there was nary a tree to make a lean-to out of. So. So I ended up having to live in a tent here. We had a tent shipped out to us at Elbow, and now I live in a tent. So this has actually been kind of a first for me in many years. I just like throwing up a tarp and doing the lean-to thing. But
I'm an avid outdoorsman, and it bothers a guy to come along a campsite, whether it be a marked one or not, and find a mess and people's garbage left behind. It doesn't take that much to cart out a couple of cans or what you did bring with you. I'm a single dad. Mostly trying to teach my daughter the same things. I'm hoping she grows up with it. I learned a lot of it the hard way. When I was younger, I paddled past other camps of mine and I seen the mess that had been left from us, and now I'm very avid on not leaving a mark behind and hoping to leave that legacy to my daughter and not have her have to learn it the same way I did. Beautiful country, and there's no better way to see it than from the rivers.
That's right. The way it was 200 years ago. This is the way to do it.
Don't hesitate, anybody. Don't hesitate to get in a canoe, buy a canoe or a boat, and just travel and see what there is to see out here. It is incredible. There's stuff you won't see otherwise, whether it be the wildlife or the old homesteads or the new homesteads along the way. And it's beautiful people along the way. Don't hesitate to stop into the towns and stop at the pub and meet the people around, because there's a lot of great people in this country.
What we're doing here, anyone can do. You jump in a boat, head out on the lakes, enjoy the rivers, but take care of it. Preserve, protect, enhance. Canada. And that's what it's all about. Mon revenant de la jolie Rochelle, mon revenant de la jolie Rochelle, j'ai rencontré 3 jolies demoiselles. C'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène, c'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène en haut. En roulant ma boule roulant, en roulant ma boule, en roulant ma boule roulant, en roulant ma boule, vers toujours lit roulant, en roulant ma boule, vers toujours lit roulant, en roulant ma boule, vers toujours lit roulant, ma boule roulant, en roulant ma boule roulant, en roulant ma boule. Hey.
I bought the canoe 10, 15 years ago, I guess, and I saw it advertised in the paper in Regina, and I think I paid $200 for it. It's a nice light little canoe. It's not really robust. It's not intended for white water or anything like that, but it's a good canoe for paddling around on small fishing lakes. And it's been all over Saskatchewan. It's been up in the far north, and down in the fishing lakes here in the Qu'Appelle. It's been to Alberta, it's been into the foothills, and it's been into Manitoba.
Well traveled. Have you been in this canoe too?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Love the canoe. Yeah.
Is it true that a woman's virtue is perfectly safe in a canoe?
Certainly.
Camp Tawasi.
Yeah. The YMCA.
Oh yeah. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Our counselor out trip just for staff training.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Get them used to taking kids on out trips. This is our whole staff
The whole staff, no
Yeah.
kidding.
from Tawasi.
How many kids will you have this year?
200 every week.
Where are you from?
Back.
And Quebec City? Welcome to Saskatchewan. Oh my goodness.
Gotta go in that. I love Saskatchewan.
How you've been here before?
Huh?
You've been here before?
I've been here for like a month. Nice.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's the best province I ever saw in Canada. After Quebec for sure.
Do you sing? Do you sing while you're paddling?
Yes, we can sing a song.
Would you?
Yeah.
That'd be terrific.
Maybe every chickadee Rick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Chickadee Rick, chickadee Rick, chickadee rickety roo. We're the gang from Posse. Who are you? Kalamazoo, 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 hoorah! Posse, Posse, rah, rah, rah.
This is for us. One old goat and one cute chick.
Well, that's where your beer goes. Sure,
Yeah.
that's the beer goes in the bottom of this one, and your bathing suit and stuff goes in the top. So you can go to the beach in style.
Or you could put Coke in it.
Hi, I'm Ann Davis, and you're in my kitchen. For bee sting, cut an onion in half. and place the cut onion over the sting just as quickly as you can, and it'll draw the poison out. For mosquito bites, ammonia and a paste of baking powder. And the other thing is meat tenderizer. It contains something called papain, and it'll draw it out. Okay, bye for this time. We'll see you again. That's it for today.
World's coolest jobs or something like that.
Yeah. And this one lady's job is to go to all the spas in the world and rate the spa on how good it is. Like, and then she does a little, you know, a 4-star, a 5-star, whatever. Now, see, that would be a good job.
Yeah. I could do that. How about you, Karen?
I would like to work with dolphins.
Oh, yeah?
Be a marine biologist or something.
Oh, yeah?
I think that'd be interesting.
I could be working on a big ranch somewhere. The Douglas Lake Cattle Company.
With the cowboys, you mean?
Yeah. On a huge ranch with 2,000 cows.
And what would
Be
you
just
want to
cool.
do?
Ride horse. Yeah, rope, brand.
Yeah, I can read between the lines.
Yeah. Yippee-ki-yay.
You'd want to ride a horse called Cowboy.
Nice and sunny out today. Yeah, I think it'll be a good weekend for once. Here we got some traffic. Okay, no.
So you used to hunt ducks out of a canoe?
We used to take the canoe to the marsh at the west end of the lakes.
Yeah.
And we'd paddle it out into the marsh, into the bulrushes, and you'd yank the bulrushes down and tie it around the seat, you know, and make it steady. My brother-in-law and I went out there Thanksgiving morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. And the marsh is cold, and we paddled faithfully out into the bulrushes. Before we got it tied down, a flock came over, and we both stood up.
And the rest is history.
And that water is cold. Bloody cold.
And did you hit any ducks? Probably not.
No.